In the land of Lydia, in the kingdom of Pessinus, capital of Phrygia, lived King Midas, a great lover of life's pleasures. He spent much of his time admiring the many earthly bounties of his rich kingdom, and took a particular delight in his beautiful rose garden. One day, Midas's kingdom had a most unusual visitor, Silenus, satyr. Like all satyrs, Silenus was constantly intoxicated and engaged in the pursuit of wine and women, for Silenus and his brethren were the worshippers of Dionysus, the god of pleasure. After one of his many drunken revelries, Silenus became groggy and slept in King Midas's rose garden. Midas recognized him as a child of Dionysus and offered Silenus his hospitality. Silenus accepted and was entertained for 5 days and 5 nights in the king's plush palace. Dionysus came looking for Silenus and found him enjoying all the comforts the king could offer. The god was so impressed with the treatment of his faithful worshipper that he granted King Midas a wish. Midas wished that all he touched would turn to gold, thus increasing the value of all his earthly possessions. Dionysus warned King Midas that granting such a wish would ultimately cause the king sorrow, but Midas, overcome by the prospect of increased wealth, insisted. With the granting of his wish, King Midas was thrilled and began to touch all he saw. Flowers, fabrics, stones, sculptures all became gleaming gold. Midas decided to hold a banquet to celebrate his new prosperous power. But as he picked up his food to eat it, the food turned to gold. When he tried to quench his thirst, his wine turned to liquid gold in his mouth. Distraught, he called for his daughter to comfort him. But when she tried to embrace her father, Midas's loving touch turned her from his beautiful daughter into cold gold. Desperate, King Midas pleaded with Dionysus to deliver him from his golden touch. The god told him to wash his hands in the river Pactolus to wash away his terrible power. King Midas did as he was told, and thus gave his gift to the river. From that day on, the river Pactolus provided much gold to the Lydian kings. The region was wealthy forevermore.